Calabro and Jim Moore here on 710 ESPN Seattle. We get underway at 3 o'clock. We'll be talking about Peyton Manning. The deal is out. It's a 5-year deal, about $96 million for the Denver Broncos. Jim, they were smart about it. They're going to have to, 10 days apparently before camp start. Each year they are able to go into camp. They're going to give him a full physical. They're only out about $19 million. If he can't answer the bell this year, they're out $19 million. So what? It's worth that in publicity alone. What I found interesting, though, is when this would have been a Jim Moore question. Hey, John Elway, what's plan B? Elway said, there is no plan B, only plan A.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He said no plan B?
There ain't no plan B.
Well, who's on the roster besides Tebow?
I don't know.
Tebow's not going to be on the roster very long. I'll have to ask Clayton about that at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because they must have because Quinn's not there anymore, right, Brady?
Chiefs.
Yeah. So Peyton Manning, and then, I mean, geez, you got to have a competent backup there. I would think you need
Then plan C.
You need to have some sort of plan.
Maybe they'll get Dan Orlovsky. Wasn't he the last Colts quarterback?
Curtis Painter?
Or Painter.
Curtis Painter.
Bring Painter into the fold. That'll be good.
Could do that.
Good little deal.
They wouldn't have made that deal, though. They wouldn't have had that contract if they didn't feel like he was at least going to be ready to answer the bell this year. Right?
Again, it goes back to until he gets hammered to the ground by somebody, how do you really know? Right? How do you know?
Yeah.
And can sustain it over 16 games. That's the other thing. Or at least, 12, 13 games. Give your club a chance to win over the AFC West. Well, that is their problem. Meantime, the Seahawks move right along. We'll touch on what Pete Carroll had to say with Brock and Salk just after this.
Forget cable, switch to Frontier. The Fios Triple Play brings dedicated 100% fiber optics to your home. Fios TV, 15x5 internet and digital phone for $119.99 per month with 2-year price protection plan on qualifying service. FrontierPacificNW.com.
Welcome back. Pete Carroll on with Brock and Salk today. Pete said that Manning apparently approached them, made the first call.
That was interesting. I'd never heard that before, and then that led to the Seahawks getting the private plane and heading down to Denver, and things didn't work out.
No.
Kind of unclear exactly why Manning would reach out the way he did to Seattle, and then all of a sudden not be interested anymore. I guess once things got going with Denver, he had such a good meeting there in Denver that he just felt like the Seahawks would be out of the mix. Plus, the location here, coming into play.
Yeah, John Schneider touched on that today when he was on with Rockstar and Graz, that they were locationally challenged, I think was the word that he used.
Yeah.
And he also mentioned the fact that Peyton has they've got twins that are 1 year old. And I think that was a factor as well. Big doings last night in the Bay Area. Joseph LeCobb, the new owner of the Golden State Warriors, attempting to retire the number 17 of Chris Mullin. LeCobb, the owner, roundly booed in the Bay Area by those Warrior fans. We've got the sound. It's interesting. We'll tell you why he was booed when we get underway today at 3 on 710 ESPN Seattle.